Hi everyone, it's Ashton, aka the Outspoken Oracle, and I am back with another tarot reading for you today. Please keep in mind that tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Just think of me as your bestie here with a little bit of advice, and with advice from your bestie, you take some, you leave some. Please use your discernment always. Only take what resonates with you. All right, so before we get into the reading, really quickly, I am doing a giveaway through the month. Well, actually, two of them. The first one is a weekly giveaway for a 15-minute pre-recorded video. You have to be subscribed and comment to be entered into this giveaway. Also, if you are entered into the giveaway for the 15-minute pre-recorded reading, you will also be entered into the giveaway at the end of the month for a 1 hour long tarot reading session with me. These tarot reading sessions with my clients, it costs them $120. All you literally have to do is be subscribed and comment. And to be completely honest, with the last 15-minute reading, there was only 2 people that had commented. That was 4 fingers, 2 people that commented. And so it was a flip of a coin to see who got the reading. So like, honestly, I'm just saying, the odds are in your favor for winning these drawings and this giveaway. So go ahead and just be subscribed and comment. You have nothing to lose. Anyhow, with that being said, today with this reading, I'm going to do a twin flame reading. I honestly am not, I feel weird about like posting these readings only because I'm kind of on a twin flame journey myself. But although I've got like entered into that phase of like not really, not caring about my twin, but like just like being like, I can live with it or without it. I don't really care because I'm like very happy and fulfilled within myself. It's just that I want to have some conversations because I'm nosy as fuck. Excuse my language. I'm very nosy and I want to know the things that have happened because there's been some very interesting synchronicities in my life. And I'm like, has the same happened on your end? But beyond that, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm happy. I am loving myself. And to be completely honest, yesterday I was out and I was listening to some music and I realized that like when I listen to love songs these days, I'm thinking about myself. So like I'm really in a place of loving myself. And so because of that, I'm very grateful for the twin flame journey. That being said, I am going to do a reading about the twin flame journey. This is going to be a little bit of a different pool than I typically do. So if you're used to my pools, this is not going to be the same, but we're just kind of going to go with it and see what happens and, you know, come up with whatever it is that we come up with. All right. So, let's get started because I don't actually know what's going to come up, but I'm just going to do a reading and see what Spirit has to say to us today as a collective. All right. Angels, guides, ancestors, please assist me with this reading. Please help to give me insight into the questions that I seek answers to, protecting from any negative entities that might try to interfere on this reading and give false information. Please speak truth and honesty to me through the cards. Give me insight of the highest good of everyone involved. And as always, thanks for showing up each and every day. Love you so very much. All right, Spirit, what is the message that you have for the Twin Flame Collective? What is the message you have for the Twin Flame Collective? What is the message you would like for me to give to the Twin Flame Collective today, Spirit? What is the message you would like for me to give to the Twin Flame Collective today, Spirit? Message for the Twin Flame Collective today, Spirit. Message for the Twin Flame Collective today, Spirit. Okay. My little black tape. All right, so we're going to start with these cards. All right, so with the first card, I have the card reaching outward, and it's in reverse right now. So what I'm picking up on is that like those of you that are resonating with this reading right now for the Twin Flame Collective, you are at a point in your life where you are really realizing that it is an inside job and you are no longer seeking validation outside of yourself. You are very much looking inward for the validation and the love and the respect and all the things that you were searching for within your twin. You are no longer like reaching out like, hey, hoping for your twin to save you. So it's actually like this is the energy that I'm feeling, where I'm very much like, hey, this is all about me. I could care whether or not, like, you know, I have my twin in my life. I mean, obviously, there's a part of me that's like, always, like, I would appreciate him showing up. But at the same time, it's like, I'm good without that. It's all an inside job. And that's what I've learned on this twin flame journey, that everything is an inside job and it's all about self love and self respect and all this other stuff. And so, for you, those of you in the collective that are watching this video, that this video is resonating for, you are very much in a place of feeling like it is an inside job, what is happening, and you are very much looking within for your answers and for a feeling of love and respect and reciprocation. You are very much relying on yourself for those things at this point. With this Page of Swords here, it's very much getting, it's giving me energy that you are watching the world around you and you're like, oh, this is kind of messed up the way that things operate. Like it's like you're having a lot more clear sight, but you're like, how did I not see this before? How did I not notice this before? Like, why has this escaped me? Because you are reaching inward, you are having clear sight about the people and the things and the actions around you. You're like, oh, wow. You're seeing the way that people behave and interact with each other. You're like, this is all for outward validation. You're like, I'm not prescribing to this anymore. Not in my life. This is not who I am anymore. And your eyes are like wide open and you're like, you got your sword across your chest. You're like, yeah, no, I'm protecting myself from this because I'm not going back to this place. But you are watching. You are very much being a watcher of the things that are happening around you, because you are now very clear on the fact that it's all an inside job and you are no longer seeking outside of yourself to get that validation that you once sought out. And because of that, with this Two of Wands here, what I'm getting is like you are very much on your way to where you need to go. You are on the path, like the preparation work that you did to get yourself here, the healing and everything like that, that is, this twin flame journey was you packing your bags. Everything that comes next is the reward that you get for the twin flame journey. And it's good that you don't know what happens next, but you know that you're going to be on the correct path because you've done the healing work. You have sought validation from within. You have sought out yourself. And now moving forward, you know that you can take on whatever comes at you, whatever's next, because you're fully prepared, because you have done the healing work on this twin flame journey and you are fully aware of what is happening in the world around you. You are seeing things for what they are. And that especially means you are seeing the way that you have acted, the ways you've acted wrong. You're taking accountability for that, the way you've misbehaved, the ways that you have sought out validation and chased. Because I feel like whoever this reading is for is very much for the chaser perspective. Oftentimes, the chaser is going to be the divine feminine, but that's not always the case. But, and with divine feminine and divine masculine, that is neither, that's not a gender, that's just an energy structure. But oftentimes, the chaser is the divine feminine. So, if this reading is resonating with you, it is because you probably are divine feminine. However, you're divine masculine, and watching this is going to give you a lot of insight into where your divine feminine probably is right now. And so I encourage you to continue watching. But yeah, like everything that you've learned to lead you up to this place of having that inner knowing and that inner self-love, that was you packing your bags to go on this next journey, this next chapter of your life. And you are ready and prepared, and you recognize that the world is your oyster and that the world is going to unfold for you naturally, because your world is inward and you are no longer seeking that validation from outside stimuli. I then have protecting your feelings in the inverse. So with this energy that I'm getting with this is that you are somebody who used to keep your real inner thoughts and feelings inside because you were afraid of being judged. But it's like you hiding those things was also you not being your authentic self. That was you not showing the world who you truly were. And because this card is in reverse, what it's telling me is that you are no longer protecting the true version of yourself because you're afraid of getting your feelings hurt. Because you now know that when you hold your frame in any sort of situation with outside stimuli, that you are responsible for how you react to that. And you are responsible for your feelings. And so you're not worried about your feelings getting hurt because you are standing strong and you are feeling validated about who you are as a person, because you know that it's all an inside job, and you know that anything that somebody says to you or throws at you is going to be a projection towards you, because you are acting as a mirror to whoever has something negative to say at you, and it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. And you are got at this place, so you no longer feel the need to protect yourself, but you are naturally protecting yourself by this inner knowing of exactly who you are. It's like you are naturally walking around with protection because you know exactly who you are. You don't need to protect yourself as an action any longer. It is very much a natural occurrence because you are very self-aware at this time. Oh, with this Lovers card. This Lovers card is you making an active choice. And this Lovers card is giving me very much divine feminine, divine masculine energy. But it's like this is that internal divine feminine, divine masculine energy. It's two snakes on this card and they're weaving together. So this is like your kundalini coming into union and like awakening within you. You fully embodying your divine feminine and your divine masculine self, and you loving yourself exactly as you are. You are in such love with yourself. And when your divine feminine and your divine masculine are in union with each other, then you are naturally your own protector. But it's like you are protective of yourself simply by being in your own physical embodiment and being yourself. You don't have to do anything in order to protect yourself at this point, because you are just showing up as yourself. You're being your authentic self. You are understanding your worth. You are honoring yourself at this point. And you are like, with this card with protect your feelings, this person is like basically naked, like wide open to the world. And it's like you are showing yourself completely to everybody. And it's like you don't need to protect yourself anymore because you feel confident in being the full embodiment of who you are. And you're choosing. You are actively choosing to love yourself for everything that you are, everything that you embody. And because of that, you're able to surrender to the world around you. Because of that, you are able to not fight against everything. You don't feel the need to fight these battles that are meaningless. You don't feel the need to prove your point. You don't feel the need to engage in conversations that don't bring you peace. You don't feel the need to prove your point about things. You don't feel the need to have everybody accept you, because you know exactly who you are and you love yourself fully and completely for who you are at this time. And that's something that's so freaking beautiful. I love this energy so much. Then we have this card, the truth behind the illusions, and it's in reverse. So what I'm getting here is that you are fully aware of what's going on completely. It's not even an unraveling or unveiling. You are completely aware of what's going on around you. You have full access. It's not even that people have to tell you anymore. You see the illusion from the jump and you know exactly what's going on around you. And because of that, you are in a good place to just interact with the world, just generally speaking, because you cannot be fooled any longer. It's funny that this is a twin flame reading, and this is very much about self-empowerment. and where you're at on this journey is very much in this self-empowerment phase where you're like, I am good. I am worthy. I am unfuckable with. Like, it is like you are just like very much where you need to be, where like you can't be fooled any longer. And like, this is just a clear indication of your healing. Oh, yeah. With this 10 of Pentacles here, it's telling me that the world is your oyster. Whatever happens next is you building your legacy into the future. You taking the reins of your life and building on that. You have all the keys, the codes, the tools to do what it is that you need to do to make shit happen. You're living in your truth. You see the truth. You are aware of the illusions that are happening around you, and you cannot be fooled anymore. You are standing in your divine power at this time because you know what is real. And what is real is you and your existence and your reality and what is inside and what your truth is and what your authenticity is and who you are at your core soul level. And everything else does not matter. And yes, you can build relationships. And yes, you can keep the relationships that you've built. But you are no longer playing small. You are no longer allowing yourself to be fooled by things. You are no longer allowing the matrix to pull you in to the illusions that have existed your entire life. You are in a very good place. If this reading is resonating with you, you are at a place where you know what's up and you know exactly where you're going and you know that you are building a legacy and you have no qualms or concerns about how that's going to turn out, but you know that what happens next in your life is going to be beautiful and amazing and it's going to be stable and you're going to be happy and you're going to have a lot to show for it because that is your reward for working on yourself, for healing yourself, for reaching inward and trusting yourself and knowing yourself and loving yourself. With this King of Swords in reverse here, I'm very much getting, like, in regards to this, the truth behind the illusions in reverse, you're no longer telling yourself lies about your life. You're no longer telling yourself lies about your situation. You're no longer allowing other people to lie to you. You are no longer allowing gaslighting into your life. Because you recognize that every time that you give in to lies and gaslighting and illusion, that you veer yourself off your path that you are going on in order to take on the world. It is a distraction, and you are seeing it for the distraction that it is. And you are no longer choosing to be distracted because you know exactly who you are and where you're going. And honestly, at this point of things, this is like very much just you. Your twin is not even involved in this reading at all. And I kind of love it. This energy is amazing. And just like it feels like a full level, full scale embodiment. And I'm so excited for you and where you are going. This is that not even necessarily you're reaching the finish line of the twin flame journey, but you are seeing what this twin flame journey is fully all about. This is what this energy is giving me in regards to this. Your twin flame was somebody that was so much like you, that allowed you to see yourself so clearly and love yourself so clearly. Somebody that you could be in the presence of and feel like you can be the full embodiment of yourself, that reminded you exactly who you were and made you miss yourself so much that you had to return to yourself. Your twin showed you exactly who you were, but showed you exactly who you were hiding, who you weren't embodying. And so you got to look in the mirror with your twin. And now you're at the place where you have gone through all the healing and you've returned to yourself and you're like, this is who I am and I've missed you. And now I'm ready to go on my life because this person that I've missed, who was me, is here. And I know I can have that happily ever after with me because I'm fully myself at this point. And your twin showed you that. That's what they were your twin for. They were mirroring you exactly who it is that you're supposed to be, because that's who you are at your core level. And they lit that fire with that flame. They lit that fire under your butt to get you started on this journey to return to yourself, to find that inner knowing, to know that you no longer have to live a life that is reactionary, in which case you have to protect yourself from the outside world, because you realize you can fully embody yourself and still live and still succeed and still thrive. And you no longer are a part of the matrix. You are no longer a part of the illusions that life is trying to throw at you. You are the full embodiment of yourself. This is the best twin flame reading I've ever done. And I'm so excited about this. If this reading resonates with you, then I am so happy for you and so freaking excited for you. This is amazing energy. And I'm so happy to be here with you at this point. If this reading resonates with you and you're at this place, please let me know, because I want to send you lots of loving energy, because I'm so excited for you. On that note, this is the message I have for you today. Please never forget just how divine you are.